It's the late Miocene time period, around 6 million years ago, in South America. A time and place where the largest, deadliest land predators aren't dinosaurs or big cats or even humans, but birds. Gigantic birds stalking the ground, apex predators in their environment. But today we won't be talking about these terror birds. No, today we're discussing the gigantic bird that flew the skies above the terror birds. Bigger than any other flying bird to date, this creature was a true giant of the ancient skies. Meet Argentavis. Argentavis magnificens is the only species of this colossal genus of bird, with a name meaning magnificent bird from Argentina. And this creature was definitely magnificent, with a wingspan estimated to be somewhere from 16 to 21 feet long and a weight of around 170 pounds. This bird was twice the size of the largest modern flying bird, the Andean condor. However, the two birds did seem to share some similarities. For one, they're both birds of prey. They both think of bloody flesh and meat as fine dining. However, Argentavis wasn't a hunter like an eagle or a falcon, and was most likely closer related to vultures, and was a scavenger. We think this because the animal's body just didn't seem designed for hunting like others do, and more closely resembled vultures in design. Its breast muscles probably weren't very strong, making it hard for the animal to flap its wings for extended periods of time, suggesting that it mostly flew by soaring, using the warm, thermal currents produced by its dry, hot environment to stay afloat in the air as it graced the skies, searching for a dead animal to feast on. Argentavis may have been able to ambush and kill some smaller animals, like large rodents or ground sloths, but, as aforementioned, it probably mostly ate whatever carrion it could find. It could locate a fresh kill made by another predator, for example, the Thylacosmilus, a small saber-toothed relative of marsupials. Argentavis would then land and use its impressive size to scare the animal away from its hard-earned food, leaving the bird with a free meal. Hardly fair, but that's nature for you. Now, the fact that Argentavis was so big means it poses the question as to how exactly it got off the ground in the first place. The bird wasn't extremely muscular, and it could have been difficult for it to launch its large body into the air, even while flapping its wings. Perhaps the animal, then, would wait for a strong gust of wind to throw itself into, getting a running start and spreading its wings as the wind lifted it from the air and into a strong updraft, carrying it high into the sky, where it could scout for meals. Alternatively, Argentavis could have climbed up onto hills or mountains and leapt off from there, catching itself on the wind. Its large size and ability to fly most likely meant it had little to no natural predators, excluding the other large flightless birds that may have tried to ambush it when it was on the ground. Argentavis probably lived a long life, with old age and disease being its main threats. But, as all animals do eventually, this species succumbed to extinction. We aren't exactly sure why Argentavis went extinct, but this was a time where the world was changing rapidly, and it's usually harder for large animals to adapt than it is for the smaller ones, so it was probably a case of the magnificent bird failing to adapt to the climate that sent it off the edge. But we can look back and remember, as we've never had an animal quite like this one before. Its utterly gigantic shadow crossing the South American plains as it flew high above a prehistoric land like nothing we've seen before or since. Well, that's been today's report on Argentavis magnificens. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below for any other prehistoric creatures you'd like me to report on, and check out my other videos on this channel. Subscribe if you like what you see, and like this video if you think I've earned it. It really helps. Until next time, I'm Luke, and thanks for watching Paleontology Plus.